Hi, I'm Dave. This is Dave's Weird Project, and today we're going to be playing Into the Breach. This is one of my favorites. It's from Subset Games. They also made the amazing FTL, and this one is I just love this one. It's kind of a tactical puzzle game. You play giant robots trying to save the timelines, all of the timelines everywhere, everywhen, from big alien bugs that are trying to eat everything. I started a new profile because I thought it would be fun for you all to see building up instead of just the one I have where I've got everything unlocked. So yeah, we're just going to start a new game with a new profile. Humanity destroyed. Vec threat unstoppable. Mission failed. Open the breach. Time to go back and try again. My name is Ralph and I have this voice. Alright, so this is your sort of launch screen. We only have one squad right now, the Rift Walkers, and we can earn coins, which look like the little ship from FTL, and we can earn coins to buy these other squads. Yeah, fantastic. And eventually we can do things like random squads and custom squads where we mix and match mechs from other groups. But anyway, let's just get into this. This is all good. We'll keep him on the combat mech here. Your main pilot, you have a specially named pilot, and they have a special ability. His is gain +2 bonus per kill. So that's cool. Going down to the surface, baby. Okay. Here we are. We get to choose these islands. These corporate islands are the Vex breeding ground. Oh, he went away. We can't do these yet because we have to beat this one. All right, we have to beat this one to get to this one, to get to this one, to get to this one, okay? So, the CEO is Dewey Alms. He's in charge of this island. Temperate climate. Down at the bottom, you can see the threat scanner. Those are the different kinds of things we're going to be facing. And we can see what the leader's going to be. Doesn't mean a whole lot if you're just starting out, so let's just go. Hello, Dewey. If you are from the future, you'll find our island is even further back in time than you expected. If not for the Vec, I'd have loved to give you a tour of the old Earth relics. I'm Dewey Alms, and that's my voice. Alright, so we get to choose between one of these missions, and we get to see what they have. So, the Restoration Center, Vec threat detected, it always says that. Take less than the bonus objectives, take less than 3 grid damage, and protect the power generator. And then warning, air support, that's an environmental effect. These bonus objectives, you don't have to do them, but really winning is hard to do without them. This one is defend the artillery support, which is so fun. I love it. You get a little artillery guy to help you out and protect the coal plant. So let's do it. Here's our little artillery boy. He's going to be fun. We'll put our big dude here. This guy runs up and punches things in the face. This guy blasts things in the face from far away. And this guy shoots things artillery style from even further away. I mean, I guess the distance doesn't really matter. Why do I put him there? And you get to pick where they go. I'll put him back here in the water. They can't do anything in the water, but I want him in this back row. He's most effective. Far away where he's not going to get hurt. Chunk, chunk. So the way this works is at the start of every turn, all of the monsters, all of the Vec, will run around and decide what they're going to attack, what they're going to do. This guy's special. He's a Scion, and he gives bonuses to the Vec. The green one, this guy, gives them all 1 health. So normally this fly thing, the Hornet, would be 2 health. And this Firefly would be 3 health. But he's making them chunkier. That's not good. We can look at our mechs, and we can look at their attacks to see what they do. So this is giving us a little animation there showing that he will punch a thing in the face and push it back a space and do 2 damage. Okay? This guy shoots a thing in the face in a direct line. So whatever is the first thing he would hit, that's what he hits. And it will push it back. And it does 1 damage. You can see down there those little bubbles, +1 damage for 2 bubbles, +1 damage for 3 bubbles. That gets into upgrading your guys with power cores, and we'll get into that later. We also have our artillery dude. He's currently waterlogged, but we can still see what he does. He shoots in an artillery arc. So you can shoot anything except right next to him. He's going to do 1 damage, and everything around his target is going to get pushed away. So that's pretty handy. You can see that building's immune bubble. That's going to be key because it lets us shoot a building, let's say this, and it would push these guys away, but not do damage to the building. We want to avoid damage to these buildings at all costs. Why? Because when a building gets damaged, we lose life. If we get this down to 0, we're dead. We have to go to a new timeline and try again. And all the people in this timeline just die. Poor, poor people. Okay, so we figure out how to manage these guys so that they don't hurt anything. One great thing right away is to take this thing out. Our little artillery friend does 2 damage to 2 different squares. That's fantastic. Boom! No more health bonus. Okay. Now we're looking at what we're going to do next. So, these green squares show where this guy can go, right? I could go here and punch this fly thing and it would die, right? I could also go here and punch it, and because the cannon mech only does 1 damage, it would push him here, and then it would actually attack this thing. That's great. But it would only do 1 damage and not kill it. If you roll over this, you can see the attack order. That's when the aliens will actually attack. So we can see that the Hornet is going first. So he would attack the Firefly first, but he would only do 1 damage, which would not save this building because he's got 3 health. So the best way to save this building is our artillery friend. Even though this isn't going to do any damage, it's going to push them so that they are no longer hitting the building. This guy, I mean, yeah, he could hit this. There's nothing wrong with that. But then if I put him here to finish him off, he will start taking fire damage, and that's a bad thing. So, let's say I made a mistake. I don't like how that went. You get 1 reset turn per battle. The whole turn starts over. Now, I kind of wasted that. I didn't really need to do that, but I wanted to show you how that worked. So, let's try it again. Take out Lay Dude. Move these other attackers. Mr. Punch Fist takes that out. And this guy really can't do much this turn, so we'll just move him down. We'll say end turn. And if a person can still do something, it gives you this. You can turn that off. I don't like turning it off because sometimes I just forget and I do want to be reminded. So just continue. He shoots. These spaces that had the arrows bring out more guys. So there's always more dudes coming. Alright, let's see. Oh, we definitely don't want him to shoot that, because that's one of our bonus objectives, protect the coal plant. So we got to take care of that. We've also got him damaging this. This guy actually kind of doesn't matter, because as long as he moves, then his attack doesn't do anything. Okay? So here's what I'm thinking. We begin by putting our artillery guy here. Does the damage to this and pushes him over. Doesn't do anything to the building because the buildings don't push. Now, oh no, he's going to shoot at him, but look, we can still move him. Now I have a fun choice to make. I can shoot this guy and kill him, or I can shoot this guy and push him into the water and kill him. And just for entertainment's sake, well, no, not just for entertainment's sake, I need to take care of him, because otherwise he's going to damage the building. But someday, you will see me shove a guy into the water, and it is hilarious. This guy, we're just going to move him out of the way and have him shoot him. And this guy, there's not really anything he can safely shoot. Like, we could go here and shoot this, but remember, he attacks 2 squares. So it would also hit the gold plant. We don't want that. So we'll just leave him there. I mean, we could just move him for the sake of moving him, but that's no good. One other thing, if I had enough movement, I don't have enough movement. If I had enough movement, I could put him here and block the Vec from coming out. He would take a damage, but it can be worth it often to prevent more Vec from showing up. But for now, I'm just going to move him out of the way, let him shoot this one. Yep. Haha, you shot your buddy. Alright, now we got 5 Vec on the board. It's getting a little thick. Okay, let's see. So he's shooting that, and one of our goals is to protect that. But it's actually easy to solve that problem. We just move him over. And he also solves this problem. Cool. He will shoot this building if he is not in the way and we don't take care of him. So that's kind of troublesome. But we have some options on how to deal with that. Yeah. If we were to put our artillery rocket right here, he'll go over here, shoot this guy in the butt, and block a spawn. That's great. But you say, Dave, now he's shooting this building. Well, you're going to get to see me punch a guy into the water. I'm so happy that we did that. And he just poofs it out of the way. So, nice safe turn. So let's see, he's going to take a damage. He's going to take a damage. And we're going to have one less extra dude. Shoot. Miss. Shoots his buddy. And blocked the spawn. Fantastico. Oh, look how well they lined up. Right next to each other. They both have 2 left. He just happens to do 2. Oh, get him, artillery boy. Good job. Okay, let's see. So this is a problem. See this little webby stuff? Scorpions, and there are some other ones too, will web a dude, web one of your mechs, and they can't go anywhere. Now he can still shoot. He can just shoot this guy right off of him, which seems pretty reasonable. So let's do that. And then he'll come over, finish him off. And Ralph's going to go for a swim. Because, you know, that's how you do. And there's nothing left. And we did it. So, when the battle's all done, you see mission complete. You see how many civilians you rescued. We rescued 1,000. That's the most you can do on any mission. If a building gets tagged, this number goes down. Because people are in the buildings and they don't make it out. We got our bonus objectives. We defended the artillery support. Language is hard. We protected the coal plant. So, stars, they go up here. And you get to spend them at the end of the island on a bunch of different things. Power, Harry Potter signs, they go directly up here. They increase your health. If you're at max, they increase your grid defense. Grid defense is fantastic because if you can't get a Vec off of a building, the grid defense confers a chance to not take damage. Right now it's at 15%. So if a Vec attacked a building, there's a 15% chance that it wouldn't do any damage. If we go up and over this gets higher and higher and higher. And that's fantastic. I think I've had it as high as like 35 or something, and it's just so helpful to have that bonus. Ralph got some XP. Quite a bit because he killed some dudes, and that's his special power, his extra bonus for extra XP for killing. And we have these 2 kind of rando pilots. Let's take a look at them. So we have Dylan Torcasio, just some guy. They're randomly named and they level up. These are skills that unlock when they level up, and that's cool. We also have Lauren Ferry. She's running the artillery, and that's good too. These are the upgrades. We need power cores to open these up, and hopefully we'll get to see one before the end of the island. So, we gotta go again. We gotta defend more places. We can do this one, take less than 3 gear damage, protect the power generator. We can do this one, defend the tanks. Oh, I love defend the tanks. Let's do that one. That's gonna be great. This one is do not kill the volatile Vec. That one is not as fun. So let's defend the tanks. I'm gonna show you why I love this one. Okay, so got some things. These are our little tank friends. We got to keep them safe. So we'll do this. He's going to come over here. He's going to come over here. He's going to cover the back. Or I guess she. It's a she. Cover the back. Let's see what happens. So we want to keep both tanks undamaged. They only have 1 health. The time pod. Now this is basically bonus stuff. It counts as a bonus objective, and securing it is really important. Okay, so we are in a little bit of a pickle here because he's going to shoot that tank, and there's not a lot I can do about it. There's a little I can do about it. Let's see. He's going to shoot that tank. That's no good. So we got to worry about all 3 of these guys. What are we going to do? He is going to damage this building unless we kill him or at minimum push him down this way. He's going to shoot that tank. He's going to shoot that tank. So we really got to figure this out. This is rough. This is a rough setup. Okay, well, let's see. If we go here, we will do 1 damage with shooting, and he will bump into this mountain and take 1 damage. Because if you push and they can't go anywhere, they take damage. Similar situation. Okay, I know how to save this tank. We do this, and it pushes it out of the way. The time pod cannot be damaged by fireflies shooting over it, which is a good thing. It could be damaged if this hornet was facing it and did its attack. Alright, so we've saved 1 tank. We may have to just save the other one by standing in front of the shot, which is just how it goes sometimes. I'm not sure we can save this building. Yeah, I don't think we can. We're going to have to rely on the grid defense, which isn't that great right now. So, we're going to see what happens. Punch him, do some damage. Still, the time pod's okay. We're also going to come down here, shoot, and we're just going to have to take a hit. Okay, yeah. So we lost some people. We also lost a grid square, or power square. Okay. So, once again... Oh, hello. Alright, so once again, we're in a tricky situation. Let's see. We gotta save this tank. We could do it again by hitting the mountain and pushing the tank out of the way. We don't have buildings immune yet, so we couldn't shoot this building and push him out of the way. That may be the safest thing to do there. Yeah, I think I know what's going on. Yeah, I think I know how this is going to work. So we're going to come down here, push the tank out of the way. We're going to come here. We've secured the time pod now. If you don't land on it, it's okay as long as it doesn't die by the end of the mission. You still get it. Alright. Not worried about him anymore because he's going to shoot him, and that is hilarious. We're going to shoot here. It'll do 2 damage to this guy. 1 from the tank and 1 from bumping because he gets bumped into his friend. And this one dies because he'll also take the bump damage. This is a great way to deal with multiple VEC at once. So let's do that. Okay, and then sadly we're going to have to give a bump damage to him in order to save the tank. Okay, he has only got 1 health left. Not great. He's got 2 health left. Sometimes health is a resource, just like anything else. Occasionally you'll have a bonus objective like end the mech with less than this, or end the battle with less than this much mech damage. And so in those cases you want to limit how much of your health you spend. And this is why I love this scenario. After the second turn, the tanks wake up and become your buds. Boom! You don't get that building. Let's see. Boom! You don't shoot that, friend. They don't do any damage, but they push. Okay, do this. Get rid of you. Come around here. blast you into that. Who's left? Artillery. Let's see. What could we do? You've only got 1 health left. We could take him out. Sure, why not? He's only got 1 left. But we couldn't actually damage it. We could damage him by knocking him into our dude, which would kill our dude, which I'm not cool with that. We could also shoot him and knock our dude into the mountain, which I'm also not cool with. So we will just shoot from here. Take out that hornet. Okay, so this guy's just gonna whiff. This guy's gonna whiff. Okay, 2 more show up, but we're 5-4 at this point. All right, let's see. How do we fix all this? So we got to take care of this. Got to keep the tanks safe. This guy's just about done. This isn't hard to fix at all. So we're going to kill like this. We're going to come down here, do this. Then our tank buddy's going to come up here and go boop. And, yeah. So, this guy gets away. This guy gets away. It's okay. Yeah, we can't really... There's no bumping we could do to finish anything off. So you just... I'm so angry at you that I push you a little bit. Alright. Sometimes they get away. It happens. There's no negative unless one of the bonus objectives was kill everything, which I haven't seen often, but it does come up. So, we did get a slightly number of civilians protected, but we got all of our objectives, which is great. And we got to protect the time pod. So we get to see what's inside the time pod. It's a reactor core. Time pods will always have a reactor core, and then sometimes they'll have something else. So now we have this reactor core. What do we want to do with it? This is what goes into these bubbles. So he needs 2 to make any of these things work. He makes two to make this work, 3 to make this work. He can bump his health, he can bump his movement. This guy, again, 2 and 3, or health and movement. This guy, we can get that building's immune. And that is, I feel, really important. Because it basically expands the options available to the artillery mech for moving things around the battlefield. Moving things is so important. Doing enough damage to knock a thing out is good too. Don't get me wrong. But effective use of moving things around, very important. So we now have that building's immune. Okay. We've done 2. We get to pick destroy the dam and kill 7 enemies. Destroy the dam is fun, and it can make that kill 7 enemies pretty easy, depending on how things shake out. We've also got block Vex spawning 3 times. That can be tricky depending on what mech you're using. This group, I think, is probably not the best at it. And protect the coal plant. So we'll do this one for sure. I think we can kill 7 enemies. So here's the dam. It takes 2 damage to destroy. You can attack either square. We've got some... we got a health dude and some attacker dudes. So let's put them here. We'll put you in the back. Wow, look. I love the little messages that come out of the buildings. Alright, so gotta deal with him. Gotta deal with him, because if we move out of the way, he shoots the building. So let's do this. Let's knock him a little closer. No, that's silly. Yeah, I don't like that. We could do this. Ah, now you're shooting your friend. Ha ha ha. And then we can come take out the dam. Now, it's not the best time to take this out, because when we take out the dam, all this is going to get turned into water. anything that's land-based, like these friends, would go in the water and drown. We don't drown in the water because we have this massive trait. And so it's really fun to break the dam when there's a bunch of things here. And it helps us get that kill 7 enemies. But, you know, we're just gonna live with it. I just want to get that objective out of the way. And we'll come down here. Oh, wait, no, we can do even better. Bye-bye. So that's one. Now, when you're on a kill this many enemies, you want to avoid blocking because otherwise, because blocking doesn't count. Yeah. So let's see. Got an easy kill right here. Woo. We could also get a really easy kill right here. Achievement, Watery Grave. And let's see. Now, I would love to get rid of this thing, but my guy can't hit when he's in the water. If he was flying, he could, and there are flying mechs later. So I'm going to come here and just do 2 damage and give him a bump for 1 damage. Now the cool part is he's getting 1 bonus health from this. If this dies, so does he, because he loses his 1 bonus health. So hopefully we can pull that off next turn. Here's some more guys. So there's enough guys on the field now that if we get them all, we'll satisfy this. Let's see. So we got to deal with him. Got to deal with him. This one, not so much. Especially if I get rid of that. Yeah, so... poof. And we'll just give you a push. And we'll do that. And there he went too. We only got to do 1 more, which I'm pretty sure we can pull off. Okay. So they're all full health, but I mean, it's there. We got it. We made it, lads. Push that out of the way. Or lasses. No judgment. Alright. We got 8. He's going to get away. That's okay. Perfect victory. I love the little cheers they give. For you, the people. Check it out. Promotion. He got enough XP to unlock one of his skills. He's pretty close. Destroy the dam, kill the enemies, protect the civilians. Fantastico. Okay, so +1 mech move. That's what he got with his level up. So now we can come in here and see it's just 4 now because of his pilot bonus, right? And he's got one other thing that'll show up eventually. Very cool. We want to make sure this guy gets at least 2 XP in the next fight because it'll unlock him. He's still quite a ways away. It's often hard. One of the units usually has a more difficult time leveling up because they tend to have less killing power or they get used more for battlefield control than just pure attack. There are some science type mechs later that usually don't do any damage at all, but they excel at battlefield control. So that's pretty important. All right, we're coming up on a half hour here. So we're going to pause this right now. We'll come back in another episode. Hopefully you're enjoying this one. It is one of my absolute favorites. And we're going to probably finish this island in the next episode. You're going to see how that works. And what do we end up doing with these stars? We're going to find that out too. So please like and subscribe and all that stuff. And leave some comments if you enjoyed it. If there's another game you'd like to see me play. I really love smaller indie games like this. Just, it really, floats my boat. Really creative, imaginative things. So anyway, till next time, take care, everybody.